most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Dan Tomaso.
All right, Dan, we are seeing some of the snow finally start to melt, and hopefully things can be warming up soon.
I have to say, the sunshine this morning, it was nice. It was brief,
yes,
but it was nice, and that was before the wind picked up. So it's still winter, and that's the bottom line. But there are signs of change. Well, James, a lot of it is melting, as you just mentioned, and it's not going to be that much longer until we see all of it gone. I know it's a steady process, but it's happening. And by the way, I think we would all prefer that this is a slow process, doesn't cause any major issues. And so again, a day like today where there's some clouds and temperatures are above freezing, melting can still happen, but perhaps not at a torrid pace. Now, we look at the satellite radar picture. We do have some snow showers over the mountains to our west and northwest. That's the big northwesterly flow. It kicked in yesterday. It's here today, too. We could see gusts upwards of 20, 30 miles per hour as a result. But notice there's some peaks of blue, and yeah, the camera's shaking here a little bit in Dillsburg, but that's your typical northwest flow kind of day. Here's Mannheim, a few more clouds, but again, we did start out with sunshine, and temperatures quickly boosted this morning right to that freezing mark, and now we're kind of capped for the day, if you will. But temperatures could easily reach about 35, 36 in our most mild locations. Current winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour on average. But again, the gusts are higher, closer to 30, maybe even 35 in the strongest cases. Look at this. And James, this is the progress I want to mention. Yesterday's high, 40 degrees, 1 degree off the normal high. We did have a trace of precipitation yesterday, a low of 26. Again, things are getting back to where they should be for this time of the year. So here's our weather app forecast. Again, it's not going to impress anybody, but we stay at or above freezing for a good part of the day. Even tonight, until the clouds clear, we're still near that 32-degree mark and then end up closer to 20 by tomorrow morning. Here's Precision Cast. This shows some of the northwest flow relenting and perhaps some earlier clearing. I think we know better in this area that the clouds hang out longer than expected. So it'll clear overnight. It'll be chilly tomorrow morning. Tomorrow during the day, though, look at the sunshine and not as much wind involved either. Speaking of that wind, I'll take you through what it looks like through the rest of the day. 10 to 15 miles per hour, if not 20 on average. Then tonight, dropping down. Still enough wind that we don't bottom out temperature-wise. And tomorrow there's a breeze, but not nearly as strong as today. Here's the extended outlook, and again, I like this graphic because it shows just a little bit beyond the 7-day forecast and what's coming. So by the weekend, we are tracking this kind of coastal storm, if you will, that takes off. It never really fully forms near us. We kind of get a brush by of it before it moves out to the east and northeast of us. However, it's mild enough. I don't expect any big threats from that, and just beyond that, that's when we start to see what happens into early next week. Temperatures in the middle to upper 40s, and I mentioned this several times over the last 2 weeks. There's 50s in sight, so that will feel nice. And again, is it super warm outside? No, I would lower your expectations, but it's certainly much warmer than we have been, and even warmer at night. That makes a difference in the morning. I saw kids without jackets on yesterday at the bus stop, and it was 36 or 38 degrees. So you can just imagine what happens when it's 40 or 50. Everyone comes alive again.
You know what? Good. I'm ready for it.
Yes, I think we all are. Spring's not here yet, but
I know, but it's been so
early
cold
signs.
for so long, Dan.
It has. The snow's been around a long time.
Yes,
3 weeks is a long time.